Hello and welcome to an episode of the Farr Show where I'm Damien Farr, and tonight we're talking about Madame Webb. That's why you see the sweet Spider-Man cup is out, because it's technically a Spider-Man movie, but it's a Spider-Woman movie. But there's a Spider-Man in it, there's a Spider-Woman, there's a lady who webs. I don't know how to describe this movie. I didn't know about Madame Webb until this movie came out, and I don't know if this is the greatest way to be introduced to Madame Webb, but honestly, I was hoping it'd be worse. I don't know. Let's just start talking about this movie. Some basic info. It's directed by S.J. Clarkson. Screenplay by Matt Sizemore, Burke Sharpless, Claire Parker, and S.J. Clarkson. Then we got story by Kareem Sango, Matt Servin, and Burke Sharpless again. I don't know any of these people. I'm just going to be right out front and honest. I don't know any of them, so that's already a bad sign. Not saying, that it's a good sign. I don't know how to describe this movie. This movie is one that I wanted to be worse. But it was actually, okay? I'd give it an FA. So, let's start talking about the cast. But, we got the Spidey cam. So we're going to use the Spidey cam for a second. Where we got the cast here, and I can't really look at the Spidey cam and read the cast. We got Dakota Johnson, though. Let's awkwardly do this. Here we go. We got Dakota Johnson here as Cassandra Cassie Webb, Madame Webb. Then we got Sydney Sweeney as Julia Cornwell, Spider-Woman. We got Celeste O'Connor as Maddie Franklin, Spider-Woman. Then we got Isabella Mercida as Annie Corris, Spider-Woman. And then we got Tarith Rahim as Ezekiel Sims. We're going back to the main cam. I don't know how to explain this other than this cast is pretty good. Dakota Johnson, I think, is an alright actress. I haven't seen her in much, but the little bit that I have, she's okay. Sydney Sweeney, I think, is a pretty good actress. I wouldn't say, best actress, but, good. Celeste O'Connor, never heard of her until now. Isabel Mercero, I know from Transformers. Which one was it? The first Mark Wahlberg one, or was it the second Mark Wahlberg one? She was in one of the Transformers movies with Mark Wahlberg, which isn't a good start, but I hear she's going to be in the new Alien movie, so that's kind of exciting. The cast is just kind of there. I mean, I feel like the idea of this movie was, they're like, well, let's make Dakota Johnson Madame Webb and make her young and attractive, so guys go to the movie, but also make her the lady from 50 Shades of Grey, so then people that know her from that, let's be honest, let's be real, a lot of women saw 50 Shades of Grey, they're gonna see this movie then too. I think that's their idea, but I don't know if that's coming across or what's happening, but this movie is not great. Let's talk about the plot of the movie, though, where the plot of this movie is a woman can see into the future, kind of. We're going to spoil a lot of this movie, so I don't have anything written down other than a woman can see into the future. So, we're going to start spoiling it, though. So, pretty much this woman, Cassie Webb here, which is hilarious to think of, and I'd like to point out, her best friend is named Ben Parker. Well, best friend is kind of a stretch. Her work husband, I would say, is Ben Parker. And the funny thing is, you're not going to believe it, the name of his sister is not May. I'm joking with you. It's pretty much, that's his sister-in-law, so pretty much Peter Parker's parents, which I didn't notice until just reading about recently, and I'm like, wait, what? He plays Ben Parker? He's Uncle Ben, technically, before Uncle Ben? Okay, cool, I guess. I don't know how that's going to play in, but I feel like I had to point it out. So pretty much, she dies. She's dead, he saves her, but then she can see into the future. Well, the reason she can see into the future is because her mother was in the Amazons and got shot by the bad guy here, who then left her to die. Well, the native people that are spider people couldn't let that happen, so they went and saved her. They saved her life. Well, tried to. She still died. But they got her bit by these special spiders that give you superpowers like Spider-Man. But she didn't survive, but her baby, Dakota Johnson, Cassie Webb, got those powers. Well, kinda. She doesn't have the ability to shoot webs or anything, but she can, see into the future. Which doesn't get activated until after she dies, which is ironic, I guess. Her mother died, and then it's weird. The movie is, convoluted. It's a mess, but I honestly, I could see this movie being even better. Personally, I think if the script was a little, better written, the dialogue that some of these people are saying is garbage. Honestly, I'm seeing it again. That's not a joke. By the time this comes out, I've already seen it twice. Morbius I only saw once. I don't know if that's a pro or a con against Morbius, but I'm loving these Spider-Man universe movies because they're really bad, but they're good bad, if that makes sense. Like I don't know how to describe that. They're like a good bad movie that you just can't, you're willing to watch more. And this is one of them. So, what did you think about Madame Webb? What do you think about Morbius? What do you think about Venom and Venom Let There Be Carnage? Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and have a far off night.